Join me for You Are My Sunshine and Circle of the Sun. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, while I was sleeping, I dream I held you in my arms. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and sang. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. Babies are born in the circle of the sun, circle of the sun on a burping day. Babies are born in the circle of the sun, circle of the sun on a burping day. Clouds to the north, clouds to the south, wind and rain to the east and the west. Babies are born in the circle of the sun, circle of the sun on a burping day. Babies learn to crawl in the circle of the sun, circle of the sun on a crawling day. Babies learn to crawl in the circle of the sun, circle of the sun on a crawling day. Clouds to the north, clouds to the south, wind and rain to the east and the west. Babies learn to crawl in the circle of the sun, circle of the sun on a crawling day.
We have an oral story, so get comfortable with your blanket, your pillow, and your cuddle buddy. The title of the story is Nanabush and the First Butterflies, told by Duncan Pegamagabao, an Ojibwe elder from northern Ontario. I'm going to start. Long ago, there was an Ojibwe village near here where all the children became sick. No one knew what was wrong with them. They lay on their bedding, gazing at nothing, and did not have the strength or the wish to move at all. Their parents and grandparents were very worried. They could not bear to see their beloved children so ill, and they knew that the future of the village depended on the children getting well again. The villagers tried many medicines, but nothing worked. At last, the elders went to Nanabush for help. Don't worry, Nanabush told them. I will journey to the distant hills to speak with the Creator Himself. I will find out for you what is to be done. Nanabush prepared food and drink and set off on his journey. After many days had gone, Nanabush arrived at one of the high hills and began to climb. He did not stop until he was at the very top. There he prayed. He asked the Creator for a way to help the children in the village. The Nanabush settled down to wait for a reply. He waited a long time. All through that afternoon into the next day, he sat there. He waited and waited until he didn't want to wait a moment longer. But still, the Creator did not answer him. To pass the time, Nanabush picked up some pretty stones from the ground and began to play with them. There was a yellow one, and there was an unusual one with blue streaks. There was one with orange markings, and another one with a violet pattern. Nanabush began playing a game with the stones, throwing them up into the air one after the other and catching them again. He wanted to see if he could keep throwing and catching them without dropping any. Nanabush was good at catching the stones, but all of a sudden he noticed that one of the red ones did not come down. Now a yellow one was missing. And where was the pinkish one he liked so much? Nanabush looked up mystified. To his surprise, he saw that the stones were in the air and they were changing into beautiful little winged creatures as they hovered there. Nanabush watched as the stones became butterflies, the very first butterflies fluttering in the air around him. They were as lovely as flowers, with parted wings of yellow, blue, orange, and violet, and he couldn't help smiling just to look at them. The butterflies came flying all around Nanabush, brushing his cheeks with their wings. Now Nanabush knew what to do. He stood up and made his way down the mountain with the butterflies, a mass of color around him. They flew above his head, they lit on his hair, shoulders, and arms as he walked back to the village. As he arrived along the mountain path, people came up to greet Nanabush, wondering at the color that surrounded him. As they did so, the butterflies sailed into the air and scattered all around the village. They floated high and fluttered low. They lit on wooden posts and rested near the riverbanks. It wasn't long before a child caught sight of one and felt curious, very curious indeed, about what she had seen. She walked to the door and looked out. Her brother followed a butterfly outside. Another child began to chase one. Before long, all the children were running, jumping, and playing as they chased butterflies around the rocks and trees, shouting out to each other. As they caught sight of another and another of these strange and delicate creatures with the colorful wings, the villagers were happy to see their children so full of life and well again. They were grateful to Nanabush and they thanked him. However, before they could finish thanking him, he was gone. He had seen a lovely orange and black butterfly nearby, and he just had to take a closer look. But the villagers remembered what Nanabush had done, and when evening fell, they told their children the story of Nanabush and how he had brought them the very first butterflies. And that's the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. Good night.
Find a nice, comfortable spot for our meditation time. Before we start, we are going to take in 3 deep breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. We're going to rub our hands together, creating a warm air between our hands, and we're going to place our hands on our head for good thoughts. Rub our hands again, and we're going to place our hands on our eyes to see good things. Rubbing our hands again, and we're going to place our hands on our ears to hear nice words. And we're going to place our hands on our mouth to say positive things. And we're going to place our hands on our feet to do good deeds. And we're going to take our hands again, and we're going to use our fingertips to pull out any cobwebs from our head. Lightly, gently patting your head, pulling out any of the cobwebs, letting go of any trouble you had today, lightening your head of those thoughts so you can rest easy. And we're going to breathe in again and out. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to close our eyes and we're going to look up at the sky. Imagine what you can see looking up. We can see the stars, we can see the clouds, or maybe some ice cream. With our eyes closed, we're going to look down. Imagine what you can see. Your shoes, grass, or ice cream. Looking to your left with your eyes closed, imagine what you can see. Your mom, your dad, your cuddle buddy, or ice cream. Looking to the right with your eyes closed, imagine what you can see. Your sister, your brother, your night lamp, or some ice cream. I do enjoy ice cream as I meditate. What foods do you like to think about as you meditate? Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. We're going to bring our shoulders up. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to bring our shoulders down. 1, 2, 3. Bring your shoulders up. 1, 2, 3. Bring your shoulders down. 1, 2, 3. Breathing in and out again. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. We're going to bring our arms up to the sky. 1, 2, 3. And down to the ground. 1, 2, 3. Bring your arms up to the sky, reaching for the clouds. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to bring our arms down, all the way to the ground. 1, 2, 3. Sitting back up, we're going to breathe in and out. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Lying down, you can bring your knees up to your tummy. hugging them close. 1, 2, 3. And stretching your legs out. 1, 2, 3. Bringing your knees back up to your tummy. 1, 2, 3. And stretching them out. 1, 2, 3. Breathing in again. And out. Breathing in. And breathing out. And breathing in. And breathing out. In this portion of the meditation, we will be squeezing different sections of our bodies. First, we'll squeeze or scrunch our faces. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And we'll squeeze or grasp our hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll squeeze or give ourselves a big self-hug. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We'll squeeze or fold our legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And we're going to squeeze our toes, squeezing our little pinky toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And lastly, we'll squeeze our whole bodies. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze our face, our toes, and our hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. Thank you for joining us for Bedtime Stories. We hope you had a restful lullaby, a wonderful oral story, and a peaceful meditation. Have a great night.